Hello everyone, and welcome back to this Python programming course where you're going to learn everything you need to get started programming in Python. In this video, we'll be going through strings in Python. So let's jump right into it. A string is a sequence of characters, and a character is simply a symbol. For example, the English language alphabet has 26 characters. In Python, a string is a sequence of Unicode characters. Strings can be created by enclosing characters inside single or double quotes. Even triple quotes can be used in Python, but generally used to represent multi-line strings and docstrings. For example, defining strings in Python, all the following strings are equivalent. We have my string with hello written in single quotes, my string in double quotes, and then we have in triple quotes. So if we save Ctrl S and we run, we have hello printed 3 times without any distinction. So whether you use single, double, or a triple quote, it does not affect the string. Beside that, triple quote strings can extend multiple lines. For example, my string hello welcome back to this YouTube channel. If we print my screen, we have hello welcome back to this YouTube channel. We can access individual characters using indexing and a range of characters using slicing. Index starts from 0. Trying to access a character out of index range will raise an index error. The index must be an integer. We can't use floats or other types. This will result in a type error. Python allows negative indexing for its sequences. The index of -1 refers to the last item and -2 the second to the last, and so on. For example, we have a Python program to access characters of string. String 1 equals to getworks, print initial string. We print string 1, so this will print our initial getworks. Then we are going to print the first character. Print first character of string is string 1 into square brackets 0, which is the index of the first character. That should give us G. Then printing the last character, we will be using a negative index to get the last character, which is string 1 -1. It should give us S. So let's save this and run. So we have initial string getworks, first character of string is G, and then last character of string is S. If we try to access an index out of the range or use numbers other than an integer, we will get errors. For example, having in mind that the index must be in range, knowing that our string is about 7 characters, if we type string 1 and give it an index of 15, we should get an error saying string index out of range. Similarly, the index must be an integer, so if we give a number like string 1.5, we get string indices must be integer. To access a range of characters in the string, the method of slicing is used. Slicing in a string is done by using a slicing operator, colon. For example, here we have a Python program to demonstrate string slicing. We start by creating a string, string 1, which is getworks learning. Print initial string, then we will be printing getworks learning. Then printing 3rd to 12th character, print slicing characters from 3 to 12. Then print string from 3 to 12 using the slicing operator colon. Then we go to printing characters between the 3rd and the 2nd to the last character. Then print slicing characters between 3rd and 2nd to the last. For this, we use a negative index, -2, to represent the 2nd to the last. So let's save this and run module. So here we see our initial string getworks learning, then slicing from 3 to 12 we have works learn, then slicing characters between 3rd and 2nd to the last we have works learning. Strings are immutable. This means that elements of string cannot be changed once they have been assigned. We can simply reassign different strings to the same name. For example, here we have my string equals to getworks, then we have my string at index 5 equals to A. Here we are trying to replace the character at the index 5 in my string. So if we save this and run, we will have an error message saying string object does not support item assign. Though it does not accept item assignment, if we change the value of string and we print my string out, we will have Python printed. We cannot delete or remove characters from a string, but deleting the string entirely is possible using the del keyword. So if I print my screen at this point, I'll have an error saying that my string is not defined. Sometimes printing strings with single and double quotes causes syntax errors. This is because the string already contains single and double quotes and hence cannot be printed with the use of either of these. Hence, to print such a string, either triple quotes are used or escape sequences. Escape sequences start with a backslash and can be interpreted differently. If single quotes are used to represent a string, then all the single quotes present in the string must be escaped, and same is done for double quotes. For example, here we have our initial string, I'm a programmer, but programmer is written in double quotes and the string is enclosed into double quotes. We already see that programmer is highlighted in black whereas the others are in green. If we try printing out this string, we will definitely get an error. We have a syntax error at this point. So to correct this, we will use escape sequences. Firstly, we can escape using triple quotes. We have triple quotes, then I'm a programmer, then we close with the triple quotes. Print initial string with the use of triple quotes, and if we save this and we run the module, we have initial string with the use of triple quotes, I'm a programmer, without any error this time around. Secondly, we can escape using backslashes. With the use of backslashes, we are able to prevent the program from running into errors. So we insert a backslash at this point and at this point so that our string does not pose a problem at the point of execution. So if we save this and we run the module, we have I'm a programmer without any error. Joining of two or more strings into a single one is called concatenation. The plus operator does this in Python. Simply writing two strings literally together also concatenates them. The star operator can be used to repeat the string for a given number of times. For example, here we have Python string operations, string 1 equals to hello, string 2 world. Using the plus operator, we print string str1 plus str2 is equals to str1 plus str2. This should do a concatenation of both strings and print hello world. Using the star operator, print str1 times 3, and this should repeat string 1 3 times. If we save this and run, we have hello world. When we use the plus operator, we have hello world, and when we use the star operator, we have hello, hello, and hello. We can iterate through a string using a for loop. For example, here we have string 1 equals to getworks. For x in string 1, print x. So if we save this and run, we see that all the characters, all the elements in the string are being printed one after the other with the use of the for loop. We can also test if a substring exists within a string or not using the keyword in. For example, we have txt, the best thing in life are free. If free in txt, print yes, free is present, else print no, free is not present. So when we press enter, we have yes, free is present. So with this, we're able to check whether a substring is present or exists in a main string. To check if a certain phrase or character is not present in a string, we can use the keyword not in. For example, if expensive not in txt, print it is absent, and we have it is absent. In Python, there are a whole lot of string methods to help you navigate your way through string implementation and use in your program. We will be looking at a few of them. So we declare our string hello world. To look at the various string methods, we will be working on the interactive mode because it is faster. So the first method we'll be looking at is the capitalize, which converts the first character to uppercase. And we see that the first character of our string has been changed, has been converted to capital letter. The next one we will look at is upper, which converts a string into an uppercase letter. So if I print enter, we see our string has been fully converted to uppercase letter. Same thing with string dot lower, which converts the string to all lowercase. On the other hand, string dot title converts the first letter of each word of a string to uppercase. So here we have hello world with H and W converted to uppercase letters. Next, we will look at index, which searches the string for a specified value and returns the index of that value. String.index of hello should return to us the index of hello. This prints out 0, telling us that the string hello starts at the index 0. You should note that it takes into consideration the uppercases. So if you use an uppercase and the uppercase is not found in your word, it might return an error telling you that the string was not found. The next method we'll be looking at is the find method, which searches the string for a specified value and returns the position of where the value was found. String.findW returns that W is found at the 7th position. A lot of other string methods such as replace, count, strip, is lower, is upper, is numeric, split, and so on exist. We'll give more details about a few of them in the video description below. So as you can see, there are so many methods for manipulating strings in Python. You can type the command help str to have access to many other string methods and their descriptions. This is basically it for this video, but before we end this video, I'm going to paste a practical exercise here for you to keep learning and implementing the concept of strings in Python. The link to the solution to this practical exercise is attached in the video description below, but before you check it out, make sure you try writing the code first. In our next video, we are going to look at list in Python. So, see you soon.